As the festive season is upon us, SAPS and the Nelson Mandela Bay has come out to make sure that the residents of the gang-ridden northern areas are taken care of and are safe during this season. Well, this area is quite notorious as a number of shootings have occurred in the past and a number of children have been hit by stray bullets. And as I have mentioned, that it is gang-ridden, meaning that the high rate of drugs and violence in this area has actually been affecting residents in this area. Not so long ago, there was a march in this community with people citing that they are aware of the problems they are facing and saying that no to violence. The other issue around this time of the year is gender-based violence, which is some of the issues that are going to be addressed today. But right now, let me speak to the District Commissioner. Sir, a very good afternoon to you.
Okay, good afternoon. Yes.
Let's just first go straight to the point and speak about some of the intervention plans to ensure that residents of this community feel safe.
Okay, we have been very busy with our operations, not only the hard approach but the soft approach as well, through the social crime prevention programs, talking, visiting, walking, and also meeting and engaging with the community here in the northern areas. And with the policing, we've been also doing relatively well, targeting the gangs and those that are threats and those that are really doing all the problematic things here in the area, especially the gang. And I think everyone knows that this is a northern areas where the gangs want to take over this area, and the police are making a huge statement that this area does not belong to them. It belongs to the good people of this area. And as the police together with the community, we want to work together so that we can get rid of the gangs lawfully. They don't belong here, they belong to jail, as long as they do all the criminal activities here, especially around the drugs and also the firearms and the fighting, etc.
And let's talk about firearms specifically right now. I know that there were measures put in place previously to alleviate the rate of shootings, as a result of stray bullets in the community. I just want to find out how far have those measures gone, and what are you going to do this season to make sure that people remain safe from stray bullets?
Yes, the visibility from our side, and this is the festive season, and even the stations here have been allocated overtime allowance so that they can put more boots on the ground. And because we do not want our people, especially our children, be caught by stray bullets, and the visibility and also the implementation of the neighborhood watch patrols that work hand in glove with the police. And what we are saying here is that the community should report. They should not only report when a person has been shot dead, but they must report when a person or they see a person in possession of the firearms. And I must say that we've been doing relatively well, especially the Bethelsdorp, where we've managed to recover so many firearms over the period of 3 months until now. And those were as a result of the community giving information that were operationalized here, that led to the arrest of those that are in possession of firearms. And we are serious about the firearms because the firearms is a weapon of choice. And of course, it does not help to allow people to have firearms in the area. I mean, you will recall that there was even a child in the Bethelsdorp area where a 6-year-old child was shot by mistake by her own brother because a gang borrowed or gave a firearm to a girlfriend who only kept under the bed. So we are warning the gangs, and we are making this statement through operations here in this area so that really we can finally put the issue of the gang and the gang fighting here to bed. And I know that I must say here we will not be able to do that alone as a SAPS. That is why we have also the Metro Police, the law enforcement agencies from the city together with the community so that we can work together. Let's go for integrated operations here, and so that we can win. And I think we are going to win if we do and work like this.
And just lastly, I want you to touch base on the issue of gender-based violence. It's that time of the year where alcohol usage spikes, and therefore, people go, if I can say, crazy in terms of abuse, violence, and all that. What are you doing? Are you on standby to make sure that victims of gender-based violence are taken care of?
I think our stations are ready. and we did conduct station inspections. My senior management of the district here went to all stations that are 18 to check, one, whether our victim support rooms are ready, are they really friendly rooms, to accommodate and accept those that are victims. But we are not only addressing the victims, but also we went and ensured that we implement and execute a proactive approach, and through the community policing project, the sector policing project. And I think that is why today we've even invited, here, we have about 200 old people here. And if you go in there, you'll see the men are women. Those are our grannies. And we're not only going to talk to them, but we're also going to give them the crime tips, the telephone numbers, because we want to, them to know and have a hope that they are going to have the safest festive season with us. But we're also encouraging them, to ensure that they are safe, and they are also willing, and they are going to also to contact the police when things happen the wrong way. And we want to thank also the gift of the givers, who are very, very generous. And they have approached us. They said they are willing also to contribute to what we want to do here. And as a result, we have received about 300 food parcels for the old people of the northern areas, and also for those that are working with the police, the neighborhood watch, and the CPF. So today it is not only about the launch of the festive, but we're also celebrating and making our people happy here, so that at least they have something to eat in this period of time.
Thank you so much, sir. Well, that was the District Commissioner of Nelson Mandela Bay saying that they are more than ready to tackle crime during this festive season, saying that some of the methods that they will employ is to increase visibility in this area, make sure that there's as many of them as possible, responding to crime efficiently and on time, and also saying that they've already done quite a job and walked through lengths in terms of trying to apprehend and get hold and retrieve of all the firearm in this place. As you know for a fact that there's quite a high gang rate in this area, a gangster rate, and that firearms fly through the night and during the day to a point whereby children are hit by stray bullets. He has supplied an example there where recently a child was shot by mistake as a gentleman decided to give his firearm to his girlfriend, who did not know what to do with it. So that is just some of the issues that this community is faced with. But right now, from myself and Nconji and colleague Gqeberha, it's back to you in studio.